10 Best Picks presents the top 10 Best Breadmaker. Starting at number 10. All-clad 2,100,046,968. A good waffle is equal parts crisp, golden brown, tender, and fluffy. It is also hard to find, even at diners and waffle restaurants. These fantasy waffles require a heavy-duty iron that heats evenly, and the all-clad Belgian waffle maker does just that, while creating deep wells. It also makes 4 very thick waffles at once, which means no fighting over who gets the first waffle. After years of a cheap waffle maker, the all-clad Belgian waffle maker literally feels like a Rolls-Royce, heavy in weight, beautifully designed, and easy to clean. I gasped with excitement upon opening the box. Bonus. It's not even all that hard to store, even in my small kitchen. Finally, SKG Breadmaker is covered by a 2-year warranty, plus some kind of a 1-month trial for Amazon customers. We are not entirely sure what the latter means, but maybe it is some kind of 1-month money-back guarantee. This is one of our best SKG Breadmaker review we ever reviewed. And after reading this top 10 quietest bread machine, you don't need to look for reviews for bread makers anymore. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. At number 9. Tefal 1,500,637,135 SW6100S. There's no doubt that people all over the world enjoy waffles for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and even for dessert. Making your own waffles is likely how you found yourself here on Easy Kitchen Appliances. There are a wide range of waffle irons to choose from, no matter your taste or budget. There are also some waffle makers that can do more than one job. These are multifunctional appliances and can cover a wide variety of uses. In this case, this Tefal S Clean waffle maker can also make sandwiches. For those of you who are looking for a 2-in-1 appliance, this Tefal S Clean sandwich and waffle maker may be for you. You can get both a sandwich maker and a waffle maker in the same product. You can use this appliance to make your breakfast, make your lunch, or make your breakfast and lunch at the same time. Number 8 of my list. ZOJIRUSHI BBCEC20. The ZOJIRUSHI BBCEC20 has a control panel with buttons and LCD display for selecting the crust shade, time delay, bread, cake, jam, dough or programmable homemade courses. It is more expensive than most bread makers, but it might be worth the high price tag. Here is our review of its features, questions, advantages and disadvantages. Depending on the settings and what the bread maker is doing, the following things might be shown on the display screen. Small black indicators for course and crust color, preheat, knead, rise, bake, complete, keep warm, memory 123 and time remaining. Press the crust control button to select a light, medium or dark crust color. Please note that the crust color only works for these 4 courses: basic, quick, cake and homemade. Coming at number 7. ZOJIRUSHI VIRTUOSO Plus. Years ago, when money was tight, I decided to put the joy of cooking and my KitchenAid stand mixer to good use and started making bread. This was a fun and relaxing activity that produced exquisite results. However, it was time-intensive. Now that I'm busier, I still like to make my own bread, but I find that a machine is an excellent tool for getting the job done, and it's more efficient. It still allows me to customize my loaves, but I don't have to keep setting reminders to knead the dough, punch it down, put it in the oven, and bake. The best bread machine I've ever come across is the ZOJIRUSHI Home Bakery Virtuoso Plus Breadmaker, currently $349.95 on Walmart. The Osaka, Japan-based company with more than a century of history has really developed a reputation for high-quality kitchen appliances. The ZOJIRUSHI Virtuoso Plus is unique because it has 2 kneading blades instead of just 1. I found this did a superior job of kneading the dough. At number 6. SUNBEAM Programmable. Finishing close to the top of the group, the SUNBEAM Programmable Breadmaker is a good overall bread machine that distinguished itself from the rest of the group by being a solid value. It isn't quite the best bang for the buck that we have seen so far, but it is pretty close, earning it the Best Buy award. Essentially, we would recommend checking the price on all of our Best Buy award winners and going with whichever one is the cheapest at the time. If you are on the hunt for a new bread machine that isn't going to bust your budget, then the SUNBEAM Programmable model is definitely worthy of your consideration. This is an excellent all-around bread machine that won't disappoint and retails for much less than many of the other models that we have tested. It makes good bread, is relatively easy to use, and has a solid set of features for being a budget option. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Halfway of my listed number 5. Oster Expressbake bread machine. After stocking up on flour and yeast, we put the Oster Expressbake through its paces, working our way through each of the models, setting and slicing and tasting the resulting breads. This type of machine makes bread baking easy, since you simply add ingredients in the recommended order, press a few buttons, and wait for the bread to bake. There's no need to set timers to punch down or shape the dough, so it's very convenient for inexperienced bread makers. Besides using the machine for baking bread, we also made pizza dough and mixed up a batch of jam. We sliced countless loaves and made a few more runs to the store for flour before we were confident we knew what this machine was capable of. Read on for what a few weeks of testing revealed. We started our testing by whipping up a basic white bread recipe from the included booklet, and the result was spot on. After good first results, we decided to try one of the Expressbake settings, which produces a loaf in less than an hour. Compared to our successful white bread, the quickly baked bread was short, dense, dark on the sides, pale on the top, and slightly torn from rapid rising. While that sounds like a lot of flaws, the loaf was actually pretty attractive, just in a rustic way. Coming in at number 4 of my list. KBS Pro Stainless Steel. The KBS bread machine MFB010, which is the best bread maker from KBS, is interesting for so many reasons. One is that despite its modern look, this bread machine has been designed for kids, beginners, and advanced bread makers. It has a black lid where you can see a list of all 19 settings. There's no need for you to look at the manual because it's very user-friendly. To the right of the settings list is the control screen where you can see relevant information. Just below it, you have a few buttons that indicate the heating, delay, timer, etc. While others think the many buttons make it confusing, the KBS automatic bread machine has labels on each button to help you understand what you're supposed to do. Another thing to love about this bread machine is the loaf quality. Whether you've set it to French bread, gluten-free bread, or plain normal white bread, your loaf will end up as soft and fluffy as it should be. It kneads the dough evenly so there won't be any lumps of flour left out. The flour doesn't also splatter onto the window during the mixing and kneading processes. At number 3. Hamilton Beach Digital. The Hamilton Beach Homebaker is a bread machine that doesn't have a lot of frills, but it does what it's meant to do: bake tasty fresh bread. It offers features such as gluten-free and whole grain settings if you're looking at purchasing a bread maker for a particular diet. It is quite large, though easily programmable. This automatic bread maker offers 12 program cycles and 3 different crust settings. The machine can bake loaves from 112 to 212 pounds and offers an express option for cooking bread faster. You should be aware that when using the express feature, the loaf will be smaller and have a thicker crust. If you have the time, it's best to use the basic cycle with this bread maker. Adding ingredients is easy to do mid-cycle. This bread maker will remind you with a beep when it's time to add nuts or fruit, and the alert isn't too loud that it's annoying. The bread machine also offers a delay timer, so you can have the bread done at a convenient time for you. Nearing the top of my list. At number 2. Cuisinart CBK200 Convection Bread. To start enjoying one of the best kitchen assistants, we must first mention that you will have 16 pre-programmed menu options. So, this means having the ability to select 3 bar sizes, 3 crust colors, and over 100 different options for mass pizza, bread, jam, and sweet cake. Which simply means a tool that offers great adaptability to the recipes you usually make. This is combined with the different gastronomic options and menu recipes that are already established. Among these options, you could choose gluten-free, low-carb recipes, which is an exclusive option from Cuisinart Breadmaker CBK200. Consider that you will be able to select a special menu option that gets you to carry the classic mass, along with different slow and long lifts. Through this process, more rustic crusts and more pleasant textures are obtained. And number 1. Breadman 2 pounds Professional. Breadman is one of the most respected names in baking, and the Breadman BK1050's 2 pounds Professional bread maker is one of the most popular machines in their range. It's the perfect mid-market bread machine. Reasonably priced, all your standard settings, plus a few extra features that allow you a little more variety in your baking. But it's not all roses, it's no good for quick bakes, for one. Let's dive right into our Breadman Breadmaker review, where we look at the good and the bad with a sharp eye, so you can decide if this brand and model is right for all your bread making needs. A machine made for experienced and unexperienced bakers alike, this is a robust bread maker with a simple interface and a smart stainless steel body. For more information and price, check out the product links in description underneath the video. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel, share this video and hit the like button.